Hey, I'm Josh, Dream Body Clinic, and I'm here with Brian. He's a returning patient. He's got a pretty incredible story. So I guess just want to get to that. You came originally through a mutual friend who was kind of a business entrepreneur. We're all meeting now.
It was second February of this year, February 2021.
Yeah. And you and about, I think you were like five or six other people from the group came into treatment. And you did the IV at that time, right?
I did both inhalation therapy as well as IV. If you recall, I was suffering from chronic bronchitis. I had it for over a year. With COVID going around, my doctor was very concerned. I think he told me the odds were 12% that if I had COVID, I was going to wind up in ICU. And the stories that you were hearing during COVID, those were not fun ICU trips. So I had to do something. We were trying to keep it at bay with steroids, but it wasn't treating the underlying problem.
Yeah.
So I decided to give stem cells a try. As you all know, and anybody who wants to ever go to my law firm website, I sue bad stem cell clinics. I was probably the biggest skeptic that ever walked into your office.
I know, and that's what surprised me so much because you came in and we started like, hey, what do you do? And you explained like the Livion situation. If any of you haven't heard about Livion, they were a group out of the US that like probably spent millions on marketing, but there's a really good podcast called Bad Batch by Wonderly about it. And like, man, you listen to that, you wouldn't want to go anywhere near stem cells. And I mean, you represented a lot of these people that sued them, correct?
That is correct. I'd like to think that we were responsible for finally shutting their doors for good. The unfortunate thing is there was a lot of tragic stories that came out of that, and they had almost no insurance, and they hurt many people. But I consulted my doctor first. No offense to you and Dr. Romo. I called my doctor, and he said, hey, give it a try. What do you have to lose? And I did. And within 2 weeks, I stopped coughing, and now almost 6 months later, no chronic bronchitis. I've had chest x-rays. Doctor says, I'm fine. So now I've gone on the largest skeptic to one of your biggest believers.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And that's why I'm back. Because now I have a knee problem. And we're going to give it a try tomorrow.
Yeah, and the knee treatment's been working incredible. It's probably one of the more common treatments. So that'll be great there. But yeah, that story, I mean, it's incredible. Like I would not have expected someone like you to really want to keep doing it because you have to really do your research. There are a lot of good labs out there, clinics, got us, there's a few others in different parts, but they can't do what we do in the United States too. I think that's a big problem. You were saying you kind of wish the FDA would regulate it more. And
yeah, the industry is still like the Wild West. Not this clinic. This is a legitimate clinic, but there's still a lot of bad operators out there. And I wish the FDA would come in and clean up the industry because it would only help the industry to get rid of all of the bad apples. That's why people like me were so skeptical from coming in.
Totally understand. So yeah, you worked against them and then you said something about like the Utah one too, right?
So one of the labs that was supplying the stem cells was a place called Utah Cord Bank. So the clinic that you go to is only as good as the stem cells they're getting. They have to come from somewhere. And a lot of those operations, unfortunately, are what I call, backyard garage operations. They're not FDA regulated. They're not sanitary. They're not, it would scare you if you went on a tour of one of those places. So you have to find the right clinic that's using real stem cells. So many of the clinics are using frozen, they flash freeze. I don't know what that.
Yeah, they cryogenically freeze them. It's fine for the initial round, when you isolate the cells. But we've got the advantage we can culture, right? So we know they're alive because even though they were frozen at that right after, they're isolated, they then culture. So it's proof they're alive. They wouldn't replicate otherwise. But
yeah, you have lab results too that show the side of living. There's so many of these places that you go to that aren't regulated, that there are no living cells. If you're not getting living cells, you're just throwing away thousands of dollars. It's not going to kill you, but you're not going to get any better.
Because we're also too like the Livion cases. I mean, some people got hurt by that one. Of course,
So that was poor South Jared practice. That's the word.
exactly. Yeah. It's that you get stuck for one something terrible happens. Well, we make sure we certify everything all from a third party lab and that. So really awesome. Thanks.
I was telling your partners here that the first time I came, I was grilling you with questions. Where do they come from? I want to see the lab results. I want to see this.
Yes.
I want to see that. And you just were patient with me. You said, here.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah. You're totally normal to get those questions, you know? I mean, it's why wouldn't you? It's almost weird if you don't ask those kind of questions. I mean, I get it. It's Mexico. People have kind of a misconception of what it is. Puerto Vallarta is unlike just about anywhere else in Mexico. I mean, it's so safe and nice here and everything. So it's just,
Well, you're right. This is the ideal destination. You could literally walk across the street, stay in a nice hotel, walk across the street, get your treatment. It's not like there's recovery time. It's not like you're in a hospital. You're able to walk out.
Richmond feel better. So yeah. And quick, that was really packed for you. That's amazing. So, well, thanks so much, Brian. I'm Josh. It's Dreambody Clinic. Take a look. It's www.dreambody.clinic, and you can call us toll free, get a consultation at 833-445-9089. Thanks.